Hi, I'm Candace, and we're going to do some yoga together. Let's start by sitting up nice and tall. Crown of the head is lifting up towards the ceiling. Chin is gently tucked into the chest so that the back of the neck is nice and long. Pull your belly button into your spine, and then start to breathe in and out through your nose. Good. Using your breath as a way to really settle yourself into this moment, leaving aside anything that happened earlier today, or anything that's on your to-do list for the rest of the day, and just trying to be in this moment. You can set an intention for your practice. An intention that I often set for myself is to simply try to embody this practice and try to be here in this moment. So you're welcome to use that as your intention as well. Whatever you choose as your intention, let's go ahead and seal that by bringing our hands to our center and gently bowing. Good. Let's start to warm up the body. Start by bringing your right ear down to your right shoulder, and then inhaling up through center, left ear to left shoulder, and up through center, right ear to right shoulder, center, and then opposite side. Good. Let's do some shoulder rolls. Inhale, lift the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, send them down the back of the body. Inhale, shoulders lift. Exhale, bring them down. Let's take those shoulder rolls in the opposite direction. So inhale, bring your shoulder blades together, retracting the shoulder blades towards each other, and then bring them up towards the ears and forward. Inhale, shoulder blades come together, and exhale them forward. Good. Let's bring the arms up into a cactus shape. Let's inhale, cross one forearm in front of the other, lift the hands up, and exhale, bring those arms into cactus. Inhale, cross the arms, send them up, and bring it down. And then you can switch the cross of the forearms. Don't get too hung up on which one was in front first, just trying to make it a little bit even, and then bring it up. Good. Let's come onto hands and knees. Tabletop position. We're going to stack the shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, pressing the feet into the earth. Cat-cow. Inhale, lift hips, drop belly, heart shines forward. Exhale, push the mat away. Inhale, lift hips, drop belly, heart shines forward. Exhale, push the mat away for your cat pose. Belly button comes into the spine. Once more. Inhaling, cow pose. Exhaling, cat pose. Bring the hands forward, one hand print. Press into all 10 fingertips, particularly the index finger and the thumbs. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Shift yourself around a little bit so that you're in a nice stable dog position. And then bend one knee deeply, bend the other knee. Just starting to wake up through the backs of the legs, calves and hamstrings and inner Achilles. Good. And then find a little bit of stillness. Let's lift up through the hips a little bit more. We're going to do that by deeply bending the knees, pressing your belly onto your thighs. Keep your chest and your hips where they are, and then straighten the legs. Now we've got a nice lift through the hips. Good. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, walk the hands back to meet the feet in a forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. And inhale, sweep the arms up high overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Let's take a Surya Namaskar B. So bring your feet hips distance apart. Lift your arms up high overhead. Exhale, sink your hips down for a chair pose. So your hips are reaching back. You're strong through your belly. You're light through your chest. And your gaze can be lifted. Inhale here. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, Uttanasana, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, gentle bend to the knees and step yourself back to a plank pose, top of a push-up. So our heels are stretching back towards the wall behind us. Our belly is lifting in towards our spine, and the crown of the head is pointing towards the front of the room. Come down onto your knees. Bring your elbows in towards your ribs, and then lower yourself down for your little baby chaturanga. Come down onto your belly. Release the top of the feet down onto the ground, and inhale to lift up halfway, low cobra. Exhale, lifting up onto your knees, lift hips, downward facing dog. We're going to take a three-legged dog by inhaling, lifting the right leg up into the sky. Exhale, bring the knee forward towards the nose, press the mat away, finding that cat shape in your back again, and then gently put the foot down onto the earth between the thighs, between the hands rather. Inhale, lift your arms up for your high lunge. Then we're going to come into warrior two. We're going to swivel that back foot down so that we can press the whole foot into the earth. And then we're going to check on the alignment in our feet. So our right foot is forward and our right heel is in line with the arch of the left foot. We look at our knee, and our knee is in line with our second and third toe on our right foot, so that the knee is pointing forward as opposed to knocking in towards the center of the room. Once you've got your nice strong base through your legs, stretch your arms out wide, gazes over your right fingertips. Warrior two, pull your belly into your spine. Good. Now let's take extended side angle. Bring your right forearm down onto your right thigh. Stretch your left arm up and overhead towards the front of the room. So your left bicep is in line with your left ear. So we have some ways that we can work with this pose. We can stay here with the forearm on the thigh. That's a nice, beautiful version of the pose. We're strengthening through the legs. If you have some more room to play around, you can try to bring that right hand to the earth inside the right foot. Or if you have a block, you can place it on that block. There's also a bind available here. You can bring your left arm around your low back, stretch your right arm down, and try to connect that hand behind you. Yeah, it's a big bind, so let's go ahead and just stay here in our level one version. Beautiful stretch. Come back up, warrior two. Let's straighten out through the front leg. I like to shorten my stance a little bit for triangle pose. Right toe still pointing forward, left toe slightly pointing in, arms stretched out wide. Inhale, stretch the right fingertips forward. Let that left hip come out towards the wall behind you. And then drop that right arm down. Hand comes to the earth or maybe a block or to your shin, and left arm reaches up to the sky. Your gaze can be wherever feels appropriate for your neck. So I like to just gaze straight ahead of myself, have a nice and neutral position in the neck, but you can also look down towards your right toes or up towards your left fingertips. Good. Gentle bend to that front knee. Let's come back into warrior two. Take an inhale here. We're going to windmill the arms down to frame the front foot. Step ourselves back to plank pose. Let's try a chaturanga now if you'd like to. You can come back down onto your belly if that feels good, or you can come forward onto your toes. Elbows squeeze in towards your ribs. Come down halfway. Come onto the tops of the feet. Inhale, lifting yourself up for for an upward facing dog. And then let's come into child's pose. Bring your knees down to the mat. Knees are as wide as the mat, big toes together. Sink your hips back. Stretch your hands forward. Child's pose. Good. Walk your hands in to sit yourself up, to sit. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to do a little back bend. We're going to do a camel pose. So I like to do a gentle version of this. So your hands are at your low back. Fingertips stretching down towards your toes, and then simply bring your hips forward, squeezing your elbows towards each other, chest lifts up. So this is a nice gentle version of it, but it's still a pretty significant back bend. You can deepen it a little bit by tucking the toes under and then reaching one set of fingertips down, maybe reaching the other set of fingertips down. If you're feeling nice and warm and you want to reach both down, you can do that. I'm going to keep this gentle version here because this feels like a big enough back bend for right now. Keep on gazing up. Good. And then let's come down onto the shins and take a breath. Excellent. Okay. Legs reach out long in front of us. Move the flesh aside from the sitting bones. Flex your toes in towards your nose. Inhale, stretch your arms up wide. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe you reach your toes. Maybe your hands are at your calves or your shins. That doesn't matter. Just think about being long through the spine. So you're stretching out through the muscles, down the spine, and also through your calves and hamstrings. And then you can release your head. Let it go. Good. Inhale to lift up. Let's take a little twist here. Bring the left foot, bring it outside of the right thigh. Your left fingertips will come onto the mat behind your left hip. Reach your right arm up into the sky. And I'll face you so you can see what you're doing. Arm is lifted, and then bring that arm either around the knee for a gentler twist, Or you could hook the elbow outside the knee, using that leverage to deepen your twist a little bit. Good. And then take a little counter twist, both hands down to the earth for a little counter twist. Excellent. Okay, let's come onto our backs. Soles of the feet on the earth. Lower yourself down, one vertebra at a time, articulating the spine down, using a little core strength to do that. And then let's just take our Shavasana. Send your legs long, squeeze your shoulders gently under your chest so that your heart lifts, palms spiral up towards the sky. Release your breath. And just enjoy a few moments of rest in your corpse pose. And we'll just do a short but sweet Shavasana. Come over onto the side, lift yourself up to sit. Coming to Sukhasana, your comfortable seated position. Take a few rounds of breath here, in through the nose, out through the nose. Just checking with your body, see how you feel, see how your intention manifested in your practice. Bring your hands to heart center. We end by bowing to each other. Namaste.